Coming into our bodies and allowing ourselves to be activated by the universe is the calling of our souls. I truly believe that is why we came here in human form. I get so excited about exploring how we get to do this. And today we're going to do a practice that I believe will guide you toward your next level of embodiment. I'm Briana Borten, and I help people awaken to their highest selves. Subscribe to my channel and hit that bell to get alerted when I post a new video. So today we're going to do a practice that I first learned from a teacher of mine, Sifu Fong, who is just one of the most incredible teachers I've ever had. When I learned it from him, I learned it being called Tai Chi standing. I know that it has many other names, so if you've ever seen this or done this practice before under a different name, it actually has a lot of ways in which it is called. But this is a practice of really learning how to engage and surrender simultaneously. And in this way, we really learn how to open up different areas of our body and land fully here. So we'll start by just placing our feet about hip widths apart. So you want to make sure that your toes and your hips are aligned. Okay, so then from there, you'll just want to bend your knees, making sure that your knees go straight out over your toes so that they're not going out and they're not going in, but they're straight in line with your toes. And then you want to make sure that you are tucking your tailbone. So that really looks like this. So instead of having our tailbone out or overly tucked, we just want it to be nice and straight in line with our spine. So often we talk about tucking our tailbone here because we often have an exaggerated out turn of our pelvis. So you want to actually turn it in just a tiny bit to get it all in line. The idea is that we're aligning our pelvis, our whole spine up through our head. So you also want to make sure that your head is in a nice neutral position. It's not forward and it's not back, it's not down and it's not up, that it's really level, like your chin is, level with the ground, and that your head is aligned with your spine and with your pelvis. So you're making one nice line here. So we've got our knees bent over our toes. We've got our nice alignment in our spine. And we're just going to now hold our arms out like you're holding a great big, beach ball here. And you want to be able to feel this nice curvature in your arms here, nice wide hands, and your hands are about at the same level as your heart. So if you were to bring them forward, they would touch right in at your heart center. So you want to have your arms out like this, and then having your elbows at a nice even with the ground plane, not up and not down, but just nice and even. You want to feel like you have a ball underneath each of your armpits, kind of holding them up and then relaxing your shoulders. So your shoulders aren't coming up. They're nice and soft and relaxed. So this is the stance. So I hope that you're in it with me. This is what we're going to hold for 5 minutes here. Now, as you stand in this position, you want to just keep surrendering and engaging. How relaxed can you be, and how engaged can you be in this position at the same time? Breathing, and keep your eyes open. Now, I used to do this position in our Tai Chi class with Sifu Fong for so long. He would put us in this position, and we would hold this position for 20 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes, and you would get so uncomfortable. And he would just say, figure it out. Figure it out. And in this way, we're able to actually learn what to do. Like, how do you shift internally? How do you open up? How do you surrender? How do you engage in order to really figure it out? And I know that it can start to feel challenging. And maybe in the beginning, it's easy for you, and that's great. And you're just going to stay with it a little bit longer so that we can start to actually push ourselves into that edge where we're like, oh, right, there's an edge here for me to be with in my body, to learn how to experience this human form in a different way, to learn how to release. There's these little micro releases, surrenders, these little ways in which we want to maybe tuck our pelvis a little more, deepen our knees, squat a little bit more, engage a little bit fuller. And you're just gonna breathe, checking that posture, making sure your shoulders are soft, you're keeping your elbows up, that your chin is aligned. Maybe you want to take it a little deeper, squatting a little lower, making sure that you're breathing. Yeah, this is it. Surrender and engage. Our teacher used to say, it's like sitting on a 3-legged stool that was supposed to have 4 legs and you didn't know it. And you go to sit down. So they're like, oh yeah, I'm sitting down. There's a relaxation. Ooh, but then you found out 1 leg is missing. And there's this, like a lift to that, right? You have a little lift in you because you don't want to fall down. So this is right in that place of complete surrender and a little engagement. It's like, how do we meet that place? This place is such a magical place to experience in our lives. Not just in this stance, but in life in general. How do we surrender and engage both at the same time within these human forms? This is one of the reasons I love this practice so much, is because it really allows us to learn this. And just another check-in, making sure that your knees haven't turned in or out, that they're right over your toes, that pelvis is a little bit tilted in, that your elbows haven't fallen. You may feel a little shaky. You may feel a little tired, like you want to stop. And one of the best pieces of advice I can give you when you want to stop here is just don't. Just stay. Just figure it out. You can figure it out. You can be in this stance and feel all the sensations that come up. Maybe there's burning in the arms or in the legs. Just let it be. Figure it out. Let the energy move. Surrender a little bit more. Engage a little fuller. I really hope you're staying in this with me. I don't want to be doing this by myself. You can do it. Okay, we just have another few seconds here. You're doing a great job. And breathe. Great. And now you're going to just straighten your legs. You can move your hands towards your chest, bringing all that energy into your heart. Moving it down your body. Maybe you want to do a little shake here. Yes. Creating a strong container in this way for your energy, and also using the energy to soften and nurture the container, is so vital. It's a magical combination. And if you want to really, truly follow the path of embodiment, I'd love to have you join me for Embodied, Be Activated by the Universe. It's an incredible, powerful journey to come home to your body and allow light to pour in and through you. I'll put a link for it in the description below. If you liked this, please like it, share it. It would mean so much to me. Thank you so much for being here.